Hi, welcome to another session, and today we will be discussing about the tax benefits on the house rent allowance, or commonly called as HRA. And most of the salaried class, they get a component in their salary as house rent allowance. The basic concept of this house rent allowance is that you are staying in a rented house and therefore you are getting an additional expenditure, and you should be getting an exemption from the income tax. Will you get 100% of what you are getting as part of HRA? No, you will not be getting the 100%. So what is that the calculation then? So how much you will get the HRA benefit is the minimum of three things: actual HRA that you are receiving, actual rent that you are paying minus 10% of the basic, and 50% of basic pay in metro cities or 40% of basic pay in non-metro cities. What are the metros? So if you are staying in any of these four cities, then 50% of your basic will be calculated for HRA exemption calculation. Now we will take an example and then try to understand how much you are going to get the benefit. Let us say Mr. X is staying in Mumbai and his basic salary is 50,000 per month. He pays around 25,000 as rent and gets around 15,000 per month as HRA. So how much he is eligible to get an exemption for HRA? The first condition is actual HRA received. Now, as per the first condition, how much is actual HRA received? He is receiving 15,000 per month. The second criteria, actual rent paid minus 10% of basic. He is paying 25,000 as actual rent minus 10% of his basic. 10% of 50,000, his basic is 50,000, so 10% of his basic is 5,000. So that comes to 20,000. The third criteria is he is staying in Mumbai, so you have to take in 50% of his basic. So basic is 50,000, so 50% of it is 25,000. Now you have very crystal clear. One is 15,000, another is 20,000, another is 25,000. So minimum of these three will be taken. So that means he will be getting an exemption of 15,000 per month, or 15,000 into 12 is equal to 1,80,000 per annum. So his exemption is this much. He will get an exemption. Now, one condition, you know that to get an HRA exemption, you have to submit the rent, because the basic premise is that you are staying in a rental house. So you have to furnish the rent receipt. Now, if you are furnishing a rent receipt and if your rent is beyond 1 lakh per annum, then the mandatory condition is that the PAN number of the landlord needs to be furnished in the rent receipt. So if you are paying rent of more than 1 lakh per annum, PAN number of landlord is compulsory. This 1 lakh per annum is coming around 8,333 approximately per month. You can say it is per month approximately coming around 8,333. So beyond this, you have to furnish the PAN number of the landlord in the rent receipt. There is another question comes, is that some people, they stay in their parents' house, they do not have their own house. So they stay in parents' house and they give rent to them, to their parents. So should they consider that rent for the tax benefits? The answer is of course yes, they can claim the tax benefits for the rent amount that they pay to their parents, but their parents needs to declare this rent as part of their income when they file their income tax returns. Another question that we frequently come across is that a person is having his own house but he is still paying a rent. So for example, one person is having a house in Chennai and he is staying in Mumbai. So in that case, he is paying a rent in Mumbai, but he has a house in Chennai. But can he get the benefits for both the houses? Means whether he can get claim the income tax benefits for HRA as well as the interest on his housing loan. Yes, he can, because in this case he is staying in two different cities, and he can claim the tax benefits under both interest on housing loan and the HRA benefits as well. This is about the tax exemption on house rent allowance. If you have any other questions, you can always post those in our comment sections on this YouTube video. I'll try to reply as soon as possible. And thank you for watching this video. If you like, click on the like button and subscribe to the channel, because we have series of videos on this income tax. I'm sure you will like watching them.